Well, the rain is not going away, Coach. In fact, it's beginning to actually pick up a bit more. But either way, we've got football from Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 8 reads. All day, dog. Get it.
That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd down and 4. Rudolph, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
70, Indy.
From the 39, Rudolph steps away to his left. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down. 18 Gator. You must be tired of seeing me. Hey, wahoo!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Show it.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
General West. Check. Lucky. Leo. Snap.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
King.
Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught at the 20. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
That's another Panthers first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, alert 33.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Forced out. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Switch. Hey, exit. Go.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
10-2 stop. Hey, box truck.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready. 30 base.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Bears.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, Team 6.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Rudolph. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
We got 3. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Here we go. Hey, you get it.
Brings up second and 11.
Pilot, 60, let's go.
On second and 11 now. Rudolph. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Following the interception, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield, and that's complete to McCaffrey. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Bears' 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal. From the gun, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but now it's third and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Mike, check, 59. I'm ready. Zoo. I'm ready.
Now Mayfield on third and goal. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Ready. 54 Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Here we go.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5 now. Rudolph drops it underneath to Elliott. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rudolph on 3rd down, and he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rudolph. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
60-yard. Hey, high 7. Check, Mike, 54. Throwing
on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 8 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
King. Real. Regular.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to float this one. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
180. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. No gain on this defense.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield caught by Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
60 outlaw.
First down, Chicago.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Say. Check 43. Ready.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
And the Bears first
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, exit. Get it.
Rudolph on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You're out.
Hey, we got four down. Shit.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. And no, it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check, 59. I got one.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to the fullback, James Devlin. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
80 weapon.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now, get ready. Get ready. 50 cheese and lights. Let's go.
On first down, Rudolph. Deep ball for Goodwin. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Rock it, rock it. Hey, Haywood.
Watch 52. Watch 52. 52.
He's driven.
Here's Rudolph. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On third down, Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Check safety. Check safety.
Oh, little jet sweep to start the drive. They find some open field here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line. 2
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
We want it. Come to my world.
And they will take a knee here.
Mayfield on the keeper. A loss of a yard.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the gun, here's Rudolph. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's not an alpha. Look, squeeze. Fire.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
180.
58, come on.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes